you want to trust that your children are safe when you drop them off at daycare, but it's not always easy to know because the state cannot keep track of which providers are following the rules. Tonight, a KXAN investigation revealing hundreds of underground daycares across the state, many of them right here. Our Lindsey Bramson has more.
Anyone can post an ad for affordable child care online. Dozens of people right here in Central Texas willing to watch your kids in their homes at a low price.
The main reason I was looking at the in-home is because financially it's a little bit less than at an actual daycare itself.
Lainey Matula says she sent her 3-year-old daughter Layla to an in-home daycare she found on the internet for $100 a week. At the time, she says it seemed like a good idea.
I probably should have looked into that a little bit more.
As a parent, you want to ask, are you listed with the state?
The Department of Family and Protective Services says knowing your daycare is registered is crucial to the safety of your child. And it's an easy process for the provider. Fill out an application, pay $35, and follow some simple rules. To name a few, no more than 12 kids in your home, criminal background checks on everyone living there, an emergency evacuation plan, and a carbon monoxide detector.
Basic health and safety standards.
Right now, the state says it relies mostly on tips from the public to learn when an in-home daycare is not following the rules. KXAN obtained letters the agency gave to 10 unregistered daycares in Travis and Williamson counties, following up on complaints on everything from abuse to neglect.
When we do find unregulated daycares, we always help get them to become regulated.
And if the daycares don't comply, the state may shut them down after multiple warnings. We checked back with the daycares that received those letters. So you didn't know that you were supposed to register?
Yeah, I didn't know at all.
Like most, this woman said the registration process wasn't worth the time, money, and effort.
I don't understand why people really have to register to babysit. You know, if people trust you and stuff like that, it should be fine.
You need to know who's watching your children.
But DFPS says finding unregulated daycares is getting tougher. In both 2011 and 2012, it discovered 270. In 2013, that number jumped to more than 400.
We need to have more people looking for those unregulated daycares.
And to help, state lawmakers just gave the agency $4 million to hire 40 full-time investigators now in training. But the agency warns parents you still need to do some investigating on your own. What's good for your pocketbook might not always be the best for your children.
The first sort of red flag is if it's too good to be true, they're probably not regulated.
I would definitely make sure that whoever I take my daughter to would definitely be licensed and have good accreditation with everything.
Lindsey Bramson, KXAN Investigates.
Now, the state tells us those new inspectors should be out on the streets looking for illegal daycares over the next 6 months. We're going to continue to track their progress. Parents can see which daycares are already registered with the state online. We've included a link to this on this story on KXAN.com. Just search for it in the investigative section. And if you have a story tip you'd like KXAN to investigate, send us an email at investigates@kxan.com, or you can call our tip line, 512-703-5255.